For more than 3 decades, Simpsons have not only been an icon of pop culture, but also a mysterious era of future events. From surprising technological advances to disturbing global dynamics, Simpsons seems to have foreseen a series of scenarios with a scary precision, supposedly even foreseeing the fires of Los Angeles. Let's check it out closer in this video. Simpsons have been praised for their incredible ability to predict future events for a long time. Repeatedly, the program won the manchettes not only for its humor, but also for its predictions that surprisingly have been confirmed. For example, look at some remarkable examples. Perhaps the most impressive prediction has come from an episode that was aired in 2000, which was portrayed by Donald Trump as the President of the United States. Moving forward to 2016, this scenario became reality, leaving the spectators perplexed and specialists analyzing how a program known for its satirical vision of daily life could predict such a significant political development. The incredible thing is that, much before the boom of the real-world technology, Simpsons exhibited devices and technologies that were invented later. For example, the program presented smartwatches and video calls years before becoming part of our daily lives. This not only highlights the approach of the program's vanguardists, but also its deep understanding of technological trends. In addition, in a movement that seemed absurd at the time, an episode of 1998 suggested in the future that Disney would take on the Century Fox plot. This Ludicum plot became a prophetic moment when Disney really acquired Fox in 2019. Incredible. The prediction was so precise that it left a lot of question about the possibility of some privileged information. Simpsons also had their finger on the pulse of cultural and social changes. For example, the program portrayed the legalization of cannabis in several states and the marriage between people of the same sex years before becoming legal in the United States. The series gave tips on several specific events and technological advances for the year 2025, reflecting both the capricious humor of the program and its scary prescience. Reflecting the current technological trends, Simpsons suggests that a future in which artificial intelligence took significant part of the workforce. An episode portrays humor, robots replacing human jobs, increasing the conversation about the impact of automation on the job. An episode speculates about the system of AI becoming self-conscious and rebelling against human control, a topic that has been a basic theme of science fiction, but which is becoming increasingly relevant to the evolution of the ethics of the AI. Currently, technologies such as the GP chat have begun to take jobs for companies to reduce costs. However, specialists are warning about the risk of excessive AI dependence. This has already appeared in episodes of Simpsons, in which they alert us that putting a lot of expectation on artificial intelligence or on dangerous robots, because they will probably attract us. In the episode It's a Scratchy Land, the robots it and Scratch attack each other just to generate entertainment. However, when a flash of a camera causes a short circuit of an animatronic robot, they start to turn against humans. In another reverse, the iconic shadowy turn, the show suggests a global conflict that is approaching the edge of a third world war, decadent by understanding the international tensions that are similar to the current geopolitical climate. A more fantastic forecast involves a virus outbreak transforming people into zombies, spreading the past episodes that have gone through a public health crisis. This reflects wider social fears about pandemics and its consequences. In the last weeks, news about the outbreak of the metapneumovirus in China has scared the world, making parallels with the coronavirus that emerged in conditions similar to that of the same time. Many believe that the metapneumovirus human can be responsible for the next pandemic. However, the scenario is not so apocalyptic. Like that, unlike SARS-CoV-2, the HMPV is not news for medicine. The virus was identified for the first time in 2001, despite the scientific community believing that it was circulating among us for decades. The hologram use became common in Springfield in 2025. In the series, they're used in everything in entertainment communication, suggesting a leap in the current technologies of virtual reality and increase. Continuing the transition from advanced technological previews, the program is to predict that the floating cars will be the new normal until 2025, highlighting advances in transport technology that are currently in experimental stages. A dark scenario. The Simpsons also satirized the possibility of a nuclear apocalypse. In 2025, using its classic humor to deal with the fears of a nuclear conflict. Economic instability is another theme, with the series suggesting a serious financial crisis triggered by more political decisions, reflecting concerns about the economic resilience of the real world. The series also plays with the idea of humans starting to colonize other planets, especially Mars, as part of a larger narrative about space exploration and its potential to become part of human reality until 2025. The colonization of Mars is already a project of humanity for a long time. In the episode, The Marge chronicles Lessa and her family right to the test to become the first colonists to inhabit Mars. In the end, only Marge and Liza are chosen to continue the project. The final goal is that the new colony be installed on the Red Planet until 2026, but the mission is then set to 2051. In the real world, Elon Musk develops a project to start a colony in Mars through a SpaceX program. In his announcements, he predicts that the first humans can reach the planet in 2028. Soon there, in addition to planning to build a highly sustainable city until 2044, the billionaire hopes to have 1 million inhabitants living in Mars until 2050. That is, 1 year before Marge and Liza arrive in Mars in the episode. Many people deciphered the episode part to the future, in which Lissa becomes the President of the United States as a forecast for 2024. However, Kamala Harris did not win the elections. However, it seems that people did not pay enough attention to the small details of this episode. When Lissa takes over the year 2030, which suggests that perhaps the victory of a woman in the main political charge of the world, that can happen in 2028. In this episode, it is also mentioned that Liza has problems with President Donald Trump, who will be the natural predecessor of who will be the next president of the United States. But what about Los Angeles fire? Did The Simpsons really predict that? As the forest fires continue to destroy Los Angeles, the allegations of a forecast for The Simpsons have become viral. A TikTok video in January 10th this year was made by the user Twinski.tv and raised debates about the animated series of real-world events. The video quotes episode 12 of the 18th season, entitled Little Big Girl, as an example of the program supposedly preventing the current crisis. In the Springfield episode, a large forest fire is faced, threatening the city and its residents. A joke that went wrong, Bart Simpson inadvertently causes fire. The TikTok's narrator described the episode as scary and similar to recent events, showing the scenes of forest fires, destroyed houses, and the insurmountable battle of the firefighters against the flames. However, it is not true that The Simpsons predicted forest fires in Los Angeles. The location of Springfield is fictitious, and some images of the video were generated by artificial intelligence, making direct comparisons to California's fires a coincidence instead of predictions. Critics argue that the location undefined of Springfield in the United States makes direct comparisons with California speculative in the best of the hypotheses. In addition, some images used in the TikTok video seem to be generated by AI, raising questions about the authenticity of the video. Forest fires that are currently in the air began in January 7th this year and have already caused a devastating, unprecedented disaster. According to the Business Insider report dated January 11th this year, more than 38,000 acres were consumed by the fires. According to the AP News, more than 12,000 structures were destroyed, and at least 11 people lost their lives. Strong winds and dry winds aggravated the situation, leading to generalized evacuations. The Simpsons, which were destroyed in 1989, have long been believed to be extremely precise predictions. However, specialists alert against the view of these parallels as genuine predictions. Instead, they argue that the series frequently satirizes issues and universal scenarios that eventually align with reality. In addition, the series has episodes of so many scenarios that it is very easy for theorists to find scenes similar to almost any real-life event. The episode Little Big Girl by Simpsons, which was aired in 2007, portrays the forest fire, which is an unfortunately common occurrence in California. The Pacific Palace area, for example, suffered several fires over the years, including significant fires in 2018 and 2020. The forest fires and floods are part of a wider trend attributed to the climate changes that have made the state more susceptible to such disasters. Although the parallels between the episodes of The Simpsons and the forest fires of Los Angeles are impressive, they are probably coincidences. The ambiguous location of Springfield, combined with the promotion of the program to satirize social issues, suggests that a generic scenario of a forest fire is reflected instead of a specific forecast. What is your opinion on all this? Are the predictions pure coincidence? Or do the series creators really have a method to guess the future? What is unquestionable is that the series can satirize several aspects of our real life in a spectacular way. We are here. Leave your comments on what you think about the theme about all these predictions. We thank you very much for your company. Always very special. See you in the next video.